Well, new at 9, after nearly 80 years without any payments, an East Texas church is finally receiving compensation from minerals being extracted from their land. Royalties, they say, were kept away for decades. I visited Panola County to speak with members and relatives of the historic church who tell me this was a long time coming.
Man, that was it's a long journey. That was a real long journey. We've been on this journey for quite some time.
It's an exciting time for Native American descendants in DeBerry, Texas.
To finally figure out that they have stopped, paying the wrong people to church minerals is a joyous day for us.
Church historian and family member Jonathan Matthews says for 78 years, an unknown amount of money in mineral royalties have not been paid to the Zion Hill Holiness Church of God.
They kept us in poverty. They kept us in poverty where people, what we come from, they altered a lot of lives back here.
They stopped paying the wrong people until they start paying the right people. You know what I mean? I'll be relieved when they cut their check.
Zion Hill Church is in rural Panola County near the Louisiana state line. It is one of two churches that were built in the 1800s. Bethlehem Baptist still stands, but there's nothing left of Zion Hill.
They never even tried to occupy that land until '54. That was when they wanted to actually try to get the royalties. And that's when they burned the church down because they came up with a new survey map. And on that survey map, none of our relatives, none of the colors that are from this area are on those maps.
Racial opposition in the small, unincorporated community, Matthew says, stopped his ancestors from fighting for the money they were owed.
Intimidation tactics, things of that nature, lynchings, just is if you lived back here, you couldn't report these type of things to anybody.
As they walk through the cemetery of their relatives, strength is renewed to continue to fight for them.
This was a life journey for us. We would never stop. We was never going to stop. So it would, as long as I had breath in me, this was going to be a fight that was going to be fought.
In the last few years, Matthews fought in federal court and says Chevron, who owns the wells on the land, has finally suspended the payments to the wrong people. Fox 51 News reached out to the company, and they tell us Chevron does not publicly comment on an individual's mineral ownership nor the outcome of a title interview.
Those are all our relatives.
A family with so much rich history says they were pushed down for so long, but throughout generations and rooted faith, they're making major strides.
We know we're going up against Goliath. We ain't under no illusion about that. But we David, though. You better believe that we David.
And get back what always belonged to them.